will be the curves for squares. And this one has 6 different sizes on it. And again, it's user-friendly. If you flip it around, if I was left-handed, I could cut, or if I was right-handed, it would work as well. Okay. And I used to always teach freeform cutting, and I would have my students place 2 fabrics on top of each other, and I'd have them do a nice freeform cut. But what a lot of them didn't realize is the importance of a 45-degree angle. So when they would cut, here's an example. That's a 45 degree. This one is not. All right. So what would happen when they would sew that block together? It looks really pretty right here, but when they would sew it together, the seam allowance is going to shoot out the side rather than the point. So this is with the ruler. This is without, and that's the magic of that ruler, both for the rectangles and the squares. The second one down is the same thing. It's going to carry on through. Here's with the ruler. You can see how that point goes nicely through the corner. And the other one where we didn't have the 45-degree angle, even though it went out through the corner, your edge, it's going to shoot out through the side. All right? So that's really the awesome thing about that ruler. So you take your ruler. I think I always do this upside down. Oh, I did it right this time. And you line it up just like you did with the rectangles. This is a 9-inch cut square. And you go ahead and you make the cut. Now if your customers are worried about the finished size, because we started with a whole number, so they could use the layer cakes or the charm packs or whatever, then they can start with a little bit bigger square, a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch bigger, and just center that measurement in the middle of the square. Okay, so once they make the cut, then again they're going to shuffle it down, and you're going to have a whole mix of these half square triangles. So keep in mind that with a half square triangle, it's the same thing as a log cabin layout. So the possibilities for all these layouts, same thing as a log cabin, and you can just knock yourself out with all the different arrangements that you can come up with. All right. So when that one is sewn together, you'll have all these different pieces. Right? So you'll have all these different half square triangles that sew together nicely. Okay? And then what I did, and here's the example, you can see how one pushes out, and the next time it's going to sink in. Okay? So it always looks like you have a different curve. What I also did, well, let me show you the quilt first. Sue. Okay, and so you can make any size you want. You can make miniatures or great big huge ones. What I also did is I took that square, and with some of them you can take, and there's a pattern for this, it's called Square Born. I did my first curve, I made 2 blocks, layered them on top of each other, rotated them, and then did a straight cut. Okay, and that created this right here. And that blocks on point right here. Okay. And I also had so much fun with this ruler that I took some squares that I'm making. I'm doing a new pattern called the No Match 9 Patch. And here's the block, and I just had some leftover pieces, and so I layered the pieced block with a solid square. Again, used the ruler, and that's came up with that. That's it.